What is the challenges you have experienced, like from being a student to a professionalist?
Especially these juniors, the interns, freshers coming in, they don't know what corporate life is.
How do you avoid unnecessary politics which goes on inside the company?
Once we get to know that there are these kind of rumors or things that are going on, I address it directly.
Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to Soa Proxima 2024. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Good evening, and thank you first of all for inviting me to this Soa Proxima. It's a very different event from what I've attended in the last few years. I'm Janet Paul, and I head HR for a cybersecurity company called Securonix, and been in this company in this particular field for the last 5+ years. Otherwise, I've had a total of about 20 years of experience in HR.
What has been your association with SOA till now?
Okay, one of the things that interested me when Dora called me to come for this event was only because of how the students of SOA have been with us in our organization. We have about 13 interns from your college, and each one are unique and excellent, I would say. As a HR head for me, in fact, I take pleasure in seeing how these guys have come in as students and where they are right now. And I mean, they've been amazing in terms of even helping us change the culture of the organization itself. And the commitment and the enthusiasm that they show, I think those are things that have taken your college, in my mind, to a different level.
Thank you, ma'am. And then, what is the challenges you have experienced, like from being a student to a professionalist? Like, would you like to address it?
Yeah, I think I'll speak more about in terms of what I see from the students this age, because I am long past the stage, and I'd probably talk in terms of what I see the students face. So one is, I think, with specifically now with after COVID, not many people come back to the office, and when you have especially these juniors, the interns, freshers coming in, they don't know what corporate life is. They kind of have that challenge to settle into the corporate life, and there's no one around to kind of coach them, train them, show them what it is. Thankfully for us, with the SOA batch, we did a intern to corporate life cycle. So we did a 3-day program which actually helped them. But even then, I think seeing is learning, and they didn't have a lot of people around them to see and learn. I think that was one of the challenge, which now that most of the companies are coming back into offices to be there physically working, I think I can see that change. In fact, in my organization as well, I see how our interns have kind of associated themselves with the seniors and setting into the corporate world.
Yes, ma'am. And my last question would be, how do you avoid unnecessary politics which goes on inside the company? Like, would you like to talk about it?
Yeah, so I think it's more about the insecurity that people have, which brings in these politics. And how I have personally addressed some of these is that once we get to know that there are these kind of rumors or things that are going on, I address it directly. I get to a one-on-one with the person and try to identify what is the concern. Not always is it something that is true, or there could be certain times when there's something that is true which gets exemplified and gets to a different level. So once that is addressed, I think that kind of settles things.
Yes, ma'am. One last question, ma'am. What would you describe the equal gender ratio inside a company, and how would you like to address it?
See, one thing is, I strongly believe that we need to have the diversity ratio, and as an organization, for us as well, we have one of our targets. I am bonused on that, so it is one of our targets, and not just for the target. I do see that kind of brings in that kind of balance within the teams. That surely brings in that kind of balance. In our domain, especially in the cybersecurity, we are actively looking out and want to have more women come in, and that's something that we are working on. But at this point, right as we speak, our ratios are not equal. It is more to the men than the women at this point. But yeah, we are working on getting that to a normal or a equal state. So for me, I did not expect this event to be this big. When your coordinator UTB Dora called me, I initially was a bit too hesitant, but then when it was SOA, I said okay, because I wanted to make my intern employees proud by being here. So I said okay, and this came as a surprise. When I looked at the agenda and saw the names of all of the people that were participating, the profile of the people that were going to be here, it came as a real, I was glad I made the decision to come. I've been getting to meet a few of them. It's nice to know, interact with them, and the kind of sessions I think that you all have planned is also very good. It's nice. I'm enjoying myself, and to hear the story of Soa from your VP, I think was interesting. Where from to where and what all you guys are involved in. It's very nice. I'm impressed.
Thank you, ma'am. These were the only questions we had. Thank you for being here, and thank you for this podcast.
Thank you guys. Thank you all.